What work got done on the van? Yeah.
We got some
Translate that.
survey période. Ruimtefield More utilitary.
And €675 for something in Australia that would probably cost like $100 Australian.
So the anti-pollution costs so much money.
We have a new addition to the van.
Check it out. We've got running water.
Look at that. That's when you know you've officially made it in van life, when you have a sink. Something literally so small and so minor, yet it's been a game changer. I don't know how we went through literally all of last season without a sink. How's the spiffy van set up? So for a lot of people that might be new here, last year we bought this van as a absolute blank canvas.
Oh, yes. Open.
Yay!
Yeah. Add blue.
Ah! What? I know. They are.
And Ted made it into our little home on wheels. So this is where we live while we're in Europe. So we are Australians who have to move to Europe to race in World WCR. And yeah, right now you're looking at our home. So it's kind of cool for training and stuff like this, because literally home is just wherever we stop for the night. That's our bed. Oh, that's our bed up there, which I know doesn't look like a lot of space, but it is, promise. As you can probably tell, we have arrived in England. It is freezing and so far has rained the whole entire time. So definitely no doubting the fact that we're currently in England. We are here for 2 test days. We're doing one on Wednesday and then another one the following week on the Monday. And little fun fact is that all of my family are actually from England. So my dad's side of the family is from Scotland and my mum's side of the family is from England. So yeah, the England round is actually really cool because it means I get to catch up with a whole heap of family that I don't often get to see. It's like a little bit of a reunion. So that's where we're staying now, at one of our relatives' place. It's nice to be able to have a little bit of a home. We're here for like the next month and a half. We do have to hightail it to Budapest, not next week, the week after. So yeah, we've got obviously the test day on Wednesday. We've got another test day the following Monday. Then we're here for another week, and then we've got to hightail it to Budapest, do a 2-day test at Donington Park, and then come all the way back to England for another test on the 27th. Ted's just prepping the bike now to get it ready for Wednesday, and yeah, we'll take you guys along for it. Beautiful English weather. Yep. Perfect.
She changed the gearing as we rode it at the go-kart track the other day. Blew the brakes because someone complained that she had no brakes.
I wasn't the only one that complained. You complained as well.
So now I remember it. And then change a few settings and change the oil pipe in the forks and a few little bits and pieces for Donington on Wednesday. And then yeah, just check over a few things, give it a bit of a service, and then be ready to go. Ready?
Use me muscles. Australian dollars a litre. Finally. What's that, like $240? $250? Shit, yeah. If you wonder why there's so many ads on all of my YouTube videos, it's to help try and pay for that. Literally. Goods are secured, we've got our dessert, and now it's time to drive to Donington and get ready to go testing tomorrow. There's a fucking, that's a goat. Oh my god, that's a goat.
It's a fucking goat!
Ted, we're not sleeping here.
We're sleeping with the goats. Do you want to go like right down the end near the goats?
Why is that goat on the...
Goats make noise.
Yeah.
They're going to be noisy goats.
Yeah, they make like bah! Isn't that the goat?
Shit.
Oh my god, they have names.
Oh, that one's called Billy. Billy, Henry, Bilky. Noah. Don't feed the goats, it says.
It's literally just this goat farm next to a pub.
They're all staring at us.
It's a bit different here in England. Really picked a good campsite here.
They'll have a little description. Ha, told you he was boss goat.
Is he
His
boss
name's
goat?
Billy. I am the leader of the herd.
This is the glorious life of living in a camper van. What colour's my my toothbrush is yellow, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's orange.
Very spacious. But we have a sink now, so stepping up in the world. Number choice. She's gonna be a good day. Time to unpack this shit show. Honestly, I don't even know why knives exist. If you don't use scissors to cut your shit, what are you doing? But yeah, so we're starting the day with a new front tyre and a second-hand rear tyre, just so that I can remember the track, relearn the track. It was a little bit cold this morning, so we've just done that so that we possibly don't tear the rear tyre, especially because I'll be a little bit slower in the first few laps, so we don't really want the temperature to drop in the tyre and then it ends up tearing. The new rear tyre is already on its rim, already on the warmer, ready to go. So we'll chuck the new rear on for the second session of the day. Yeah, I know you guys are all following along with, I guess, what we've been focusing on a fair bit has been our like opening lap pace. So for sure that's going to be a focus of ours this morning, is when we go out there, pretend like it's FP1 of WCR, because yeah, it just takes me too long to get into a groove, get into a rhythm, and yeah, I just end up on the back foot. So we're also going to be really trying to push for that today as well. Very exciting for today as well is that we also have Sarah Sanchez riding my bike. If you follow me on social media, you would see that Sarah and I have been doing a fair bit of training together lately. She wasn't able to get her bike over to England to test. And yeah, good for me, because it means that I get to look through her data and I guess see how we're doing things differently, see where maybe I can improve. Last year we, at the end of each day in WCR, we got access to the fastest riders lap, and we got their data, but this year that's non-existent, so we don't get to look at any other person's data anymore this year. This will be also our first chance of the year to compare our data with somebody else's, which is going to be very beneficial.
Obviously we're at Donington, so it's very, very cold. You can see Taylor's very rugged up right now. Got to keep an eye on the tyre pressures when it's so cold. The R7 really struggles to keep temperature in the front tyre, really struggle to get load on the front, and and keep the pressure in the front tyre. So I just checked the track temperature, and it is actually 17 degrees. It's not as bad as what I thought it might be for 8:30. We'll obviously set the front tyre pressure quite high this morning, and then it will drop down to sort of like the optimum out on track, and then check it maybe halfway through the session or at the end of the session, and just make sure that the calculations were correct.
It's definitely colder than 17 degrees air temperature. 13 degrees. 13 degrees. It's probably colder than Assen. But it's not raining, so that is the most important thing. Session done, and seriously, I don't remember Donington Park being so like hilly and blind. I was going into the last corner and I was like, what the fuck? It's not how I remembered it in my head. Anyway, a little bit of a tricky first session, but the time wasn't too bad. Front wheel was just unbalanced. I felt it from like the very first lap. There was like just mad vibration just going down the straight, even going into pit lane. Obviously put that new front tyre in, so front tyre's got taken out now, taking it to the tyre changer person, and he's just balancing it for us. It's hard because now it's like, I don't know if the feeling I was getting through the corners was actually just because the tyre was unbalanced, or was it the setup. So I just honestly don't remember it being such a difficult track. In my head it was flat. But anyway, it was fun. It just felt a lot more like skatey on the rear coming out of turn 10. Like, it just felt like I didn't quite have as much confidence to get on the throttle hard through there. And I also felt like it compromised my turning a little bit into turn 8. Like, I was really, really low in the rev range.
Wouldn't turn into 8.
Yeah, or like I just didn't get a confident feeling going in. It's like I was just slowing the bike down too much.
You're braking a lot harder.
I think because I was trying to get more weight on the front to try and get rid of it.
Definitely you were tipping it a lot later.
Yeah.
Like visually I could see.
This is why, number one reason, you do not skimp out on gear. I don't care if you want to save $500 on a set of leathers. Just don't do it. It's honestly not worth it. This was a crash at like 160 kilometers an hour. I don't know. I'll put up how fast I was going once we actually check the data. All there is just a little bit of the stitching came undone. That's fine. On the back, not a single hole. Not a single hole. Nothing. Nothing. This is why, ladies and gentlemen, buy good gear. Again, I don't care if you want to save $500 or something. Yeah, it's not worth it. It's 110% not worth it. Because now, yeah, I'm honestly fine. Yeah, I've got a very bruised finger and bruise there. Bruising starting to come up there, but honestly that's it. So yeah, people are telling me that I've joined some famous craner club. Really don't want to be part of that club, but anyway, that's what happens. But at the end of the day, I would rather learn that lesson now during a testing weekend than during a race weekend, because we have all of the data, we have the front end telemetrics, we've got the rear end, we've got brake pressure. I know exactly why I crashed. We just haven't gone through it yet. But honestly, Ted is a freaking legend. Yeah, obviously we had Sarah riding the bike this afternoon and he worked tirelessly. Like, not a lot of bikes get back out on track if they've crashed at Craner Corner. Ted worked his ass off for the last 4 hours. I crashed it on the third session, so maybe like 11 a.m. maybe, and we got back out on track at 4 p.m. So it was only him doing it. I'm pretty bloody lucky. I'm very lucky to have him. So Ted, when you're watching this, thank you.
Video this and I'll send it to Holmesy.
Yeah? That's a clean old break. You got fast?
Your motor, nothing.
That's why you went quick. Maybe we were onto something. Got the first thing.
Before you were like 30 mil into the stroke and like you crashed around 20.
Your little roof thing.
Which I have a fucking spare one of them in France. I have lots of things in France that I wish I